How's it going, everyone? Data here, and welcome to the 2022 NHL Award Nominee Tournament, as we will see who of all the award nominee teams that we have simulated with can take it all in a tournament style competition to see who the true champions of the NHL are. Is it the defensemen? Is it the best young players? Is it the best defensive forwards? It'll be a fun one here. So as we get started, we'll just welcome people in, as it takes a few seconds to get all the live stream stuff taken care of, as I'm streaming from the PlayStation and not from the computer, so it takes a bit of time to get that done. So welcome in, hang tight, and we'll get started in just a few minutes. And if you're in here, feel free to say hello. And this is the culmination of all those videos that we've done. If you've been following along in the playlist, we've done season simulations for the Hart nominees, the King Clancy nominees, the Masterton nominees, all the awards in the NHL. I'm very curious to see which team will take it all. We'll recap what each team did in their simulation, and we'll get some people, some predictions as well to who everyone thinks will take it all. Only one of the teams that we simulated with won the Stanley Cup, so be curious to see which one takes it. It's pretty open. It is an open competition. Jack, welcome to the stream, my friend. Getting everything started here. Thumbnail, description, all that good stuff, which always takes a little bit of time when you're starting the stream. When you're doing all this after the stream itself has already started, so I appreciate you hanging tight here for a second. Vinny, welcome aboard. Let's see. So high overall teams for sure, but and 3 of these 7 teams made the Stanley Cup final. Defense wins championship, so I'll go for the Selke nominees to win it all. The Selke team is the only team that won the Stanley Cup, so that's not a bad prediction right there, Jack. The Norris Trophy team made it to Game 7 of Round 3, so I could also see them doing quite well. Every single team here made the playoffs aside from the Calder nominee team, only an 84 overall team, so I guess that makes sense, but I wouldn't be surprised to see those defensive forwards go for it. Mackenzie Data, loving all these streams here on YouTube lately. Yeah, so have I, actually. We've moved off of Twitch a little bit more and focused more on YouTube, especially with live content in the real world of hockey, with the draft and free agency, and all the real life hockey and breaking news happening. So it's been a really fun time. Thank you for being here and enjoying it. Jay Birdie, doing well, my friend. Hope it's the same over on your end. Home run derby predictions. I guess I wouldn't be surprised if Pete Alonso takes it, but let's go Albert Pujols, right? Why not? So we have the Hart, we have the Selke, we have the King Clancy. Just typing all these in. King Clancy, Norris, Masterton, Calder, Lady Byng. Yes. I think we'll get started around the 5-minute mark. That's usually when I like to get things started on a YouTube Live. So when playing a game, that is. So I'll wait till the 5-minute mark, and then we'll get this party started. Yeah, home run derby tonight. Exciting stuff. Discord bot is awake. Good to see that. There we go. 3 days and I'm off for 3 weeks. No wife, no kids. Time to catch up on some data. Wow, let's go, Frank. Excited to see, excited to hear your thoughts, especially on Flyers franchise mode. Coots robbed of a year of Selke nomination because of injuries, but I'm with Jack. Let's go Selkies. I like that. I like that. Great to have you all on board, ladies and gentlemen. Just got to send out the tweet, send out the bat signal. And birth through. And that's done. Okay, I think we're just about there. So in about 30 seconds, we'll get this party started. Yeah, Flyers. We got a few episodes of Flyers to catch up on there, Frank. Okay, I think we are good to go. Lovely. Whew, baby. All right, so time for the NHL Award Nominee Tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. So if you didn't get a chance to watch all of the nominee videos, I'll quickly give you a recap, as they're all very strong teams for certain. They're all very strong. But the best team out of them all, we'll start with the best and we'll work down, was the New York Selkies, a 92 overall team made up of the top 18 forwards who received votes for the award, the top defensive forwards in the NHL, lots of high overalls on the team. There are no goalies obviously nominated for the team, so whenever there's a necessity to put in players that weren't nominated, for example, goalies on the Norris team or on the Selke team, I am taking replacement level players, third goalies, 7th D-men, 13th forwards. So the starting goalies on the Selkies are Alex Stalock and Charlie Lindgren. This team in the simulation went 52, 26, and 4 and won the Stanley Cup in 7 games. The best team, they get a bye in round number 1. The second best team was the New York Harts, most of these based out of New York. That's where the NHL is based out of. A 93 overall team who went, the record was 62, 17, and 3. By far the best record of any of the teams, but lost in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. So that's why the Selkies get the bye and they do not. So lots of great players, a few replacement level players. There weren't enough defensemen nominated. So you see like Michael Del Zotto, Xavier Ouellet, they're all down there. Corey Schneider. But Igor Shesterkin is the starter and a lot of high overalls. So the Hearts may be the favorites here in this tournament. Third best were the King, and by the way, the Hart Trophy obviously to the league's MVP, the player deemed most valuable to his team. Third place, the King Clancy nominees for community service and community empowerment and things like that. That was a team that went 45, 30, and 7, losing in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So 3 of these teams making the Stanley Cup Finals. Really interesting to see that. A lot of players nominated, obviously, so not every player will make the team. The computer will decide. That's the one thing I can't control. Like, for example, PK Subban won the award. I can't put him first pair D anymore because the computer is in control during the season mode. But all the nominees, each team had 1 nominee, so 32 players in this roster. We'll see who actually makes it. The fourth best team, surprisingly, was the New York Norris, the Norris Trophy nominees for Best Defenseman in the NHL. 93 overall team that ended up going 46, 27, and 9, and they lost in Game 7 of round number 3. So Victor Hedman, Cale Makar, Roman Josi, lots of high overall players. Once again, the goalies on this team being Charlie Lindgren and Alex Stalock. The fifth best team were the Lady Byng nominees, the Vancouver Nice Guys. Here they are, 96 overall squad. This team went 52, 23, and 7. The second best record of all the teams, but lost in Game 7 of round number 2. So a very impressive team that actually also has good goaltending, since Marc-Andre Fleury and Jack Campbell were nominated, received votes for the Lady Byng. Based out of Vancouver, there was an article online that said Vancouver is the friendliest city in Canada, so great. The Vancouver Nice Guys, lots of high overalls here. The sixth best team was the New York Mastertons, the Masterton Trophy nominees. Another trophy that has 32 nominees, since 1 player from each team is nominated. The player that gives the most dedication to ice hockey, I believe that's how they word it. This team went 45, 35, and 2, but lost in Game 7 of round number 1. So, Chris Kreider, Jack Eichel, Vladimir Tarasenko, Carey Price, 90 overall goaltending. Solid defense, I will say, for sure. There you got Morrissey, Burns, Tanev, Chara at an 82 overall, so why not? And then the worst team, unfortunately, in the simulation, it was the New York New Kids, the Calder Trophy nominees. They went 37, 38, and 7 and missed the playoffs, unfortunately. So you got Trevor Zegras, you got Lucas Raymond, Moritz Seider, of course, a solid goaltending tandem in Swayman and Nedeljkovic, but that's pretty much it right there. So they did not make the playoffs. There's some replacement level players there in James Neal, Zach Senyshyn, but most you can fill out almost an entire lineup with Timothy Liljegren and Cole Caulfield, 80 lower overalls, but they could develop over the course of their own season, and they could be the surprises in this tournament. So with the 7 teams now introduced to all of you, I'd love to hear your predictions. We already had a couple of predictions that the New York Selkies would take it, but I'd love to hear any of your other thoughts on who you think might be the big surprise. Maybe not even the winners, but whom the big surprises may be. As I'll set up the tournament here in playoff mode. and we'll get this started. This will just take a couple minutes, won't take long. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I know it's a lower number as it's an impromptu type of thing, but joining me tonight for this birthday live stream. I like to get a live stream going. Tomorrow officially my birthday, but every year I like to do a live stream around this time. I believe last year it was Senators franchise mode when we did a birthday live stream. But it's great to spend some time with all of you here. Full Sim, Superstar, Continuous OT, best of 7, 8 teams. There we go. And, of course, those 8 teams. So, number 1, you can't give a team a bye, unfortunately. But thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. You can't give a team a bye, but what I can do is have them play wrong team. Have them play against the worst team pretty much in the game, which would be I think like Team Japan or something. So the Selkies get their first round bye by playing Japan. Even if it takes them more than 4 games, I'd be shocked if they didn't win, and we'd probably have to restart it. But I don't think that will be the case. International here. Let's see, Team Japan. There we go. Yes, Team Japan. The Vancouver Nice Guys. All right, Jay. Down here, it was... Let's see. We got the King Clancy's, who finished 3rd, playing against the Mastertons, who finished 6th. There we go. Mastertons. And over on the other side, we have the team that finished 2nd, so that would be the Harts, and they're going to play against a team that finished 7th, so that would be the Calder. So the Harts versus the Calders is probably the biggest mismatch that we have in the tournament. You would think that it's a collision course between the Selkies and the Harts to make it to the final. And the New Kids, and that leaves teams 4 and 5, the Norris nominees and the Lady Byng nominees, to duke it out over here. There we go. Good. Hobbsy, welcome aboard. Apparently I'll be listening for about the first 15-20 minutes. I'm here, then I've got to head out for about 10. That'll be more chatty. Perfect, no problem. Thank you for hopping in, Hobbsy. As we're just about done setting up the tournament. So here we go. Round number 1, we'll have the bye, hopefully for the Selkies against Japan, the Clancy nominees against the Masterton nominees, the Hart nominees against the Calder nominees, and the Norris nominees against the Lady Byng nominees. So I don't think there's much to do in terms of the settings here. Retired jerseys are turned on. Okay, great. I think I'll turn injuries off, actually, as well. I don't want that to be a factor in any of the simulations. So injuries will be turned off, but aside from that, all the settings will stay normal. There we go. That's true. Kirill Kaprizov on the Hart nominee teams. So Jack's rooting for him. Settings, sliders, done. All right, so let's get this playoff series started. Beautiful. So I'm sure that I think the first one they'll give us, if it isn't my birthday twin, here he is, Tornado Panda, showing up in the chat. Another one of our July 19th friends out here. So make sure to wish a big happy birthday to everyone's favorite panda, Tornado Panda. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. We'll get this Japan Selke series out of the way. I'm just going to simulate to the next game. I don't want to slow sim it or anything. That'll just be an easy one for them. But we will go slow simming for the rest. So starting it off here, it's the Masterton nominees against the Clancy nominees. The King Clancy nominees went 45, 30, and 7. The Mastertons went 45, 35, and 2. But the Clancy nominees went to Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final, while the Mastertons lost in Game 7 of Round 1. So the King Clancy's definitely have the playoff experience here. Thank you, Mackenzie. Very appreciative. Here we go. So first period of Game 1, Round 1 between these two teams. No scoring in the first period. Second period, still no scoring. Shots 19-17 for the King Clancy nominees. Power play Clancy's. Nothing comes from that. It's a deadlock here, as both teams have actual goalies, I believe. They don't have replacement level goalies. Then both teams are standing tall here, but Vladimir Tarasenko opens up the scoring with just 7 minutes left to go. Let's see what happens in the final 3 minutes here, or will it be a shutout late? Yes, it will be. The Mastertons win Game 1 by a score of 1-0. Vladimir Tarasenko scoring the lone goal, a 29-save shutout from the Masterton Trophy winner, Carey Price, and 28 saves from Alex Nedeljkovic, the King Clancy nominee for the Red Wings, who only allowed 1 goal, but that was unfortunately one too many. What I want for a birthday present, I will take maybe a nice gaming chair. I've been sitting on this folding chair for the last 2 years of recording videos. Maybe I'll do that. All right, so here we go. The Hart nominees against the Calder nominees. The Hart nominees had the best record by far, going 62, 17, and 3. Meanwhile, the Calder nominees missed the playoffs entirely, going 37, 38, and 7. The biggest mismatch here. The Hart nominees went to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals and lost. They were up 3-1 in the series over Vegas, I believe, and then they lost 3 in a row. So they'll definitely be coming into this tournament with a vengeance, and the Calder nominees don't want to be embarrassed. Here we go. First period, 0-0. Interesting. Second period, 1-1 game. Seth Jarvis opens up the scoring on the power play. Thank you, Smart Walrus. You are the smartest of all the walruses. But then Austin Matthews ties it up just about 5 minutes later. It's 1-1 headed into the third. Power play Hart's killed off by the Calders. Leon Draisaitl makes it 2-1, though. The Hart nominees are up with about 12 minutes left to go now. The shots are quite even, though. Halfway through the third, Connor McDavid now makes it 3-1 as the Hart nominees begin to pull away. 4-1 as Draisaitl scores his second. Power play for the Calders, but they can't get anything coming there. They open up the scoring, but then allow 4 unanswered, and the Hart Trophy nominees win game number 1, 5-1, as Matthew Tkachuk adds another one. Not even an empty netter, so that hurts a little bit right there. Draisaitl 2 goals and an assist, Shesterkin 23 saves, and Ovechkin 2 assists. So they lead their series 1-0. Now, the Lady Byng nominees versus the Norris Trophy nominees. The Norris Trophy nominees went 46, 27, and 9. Actually very impressive for a team just made up of nothing but defensemen. They went to Game 7 of Round 3 and lost there. Meanwhile, the Lady Byng nominees had a better season, going 52, 23, and 7, but lost in Game 7 of Round number 2. So here we go, Norris Trophy nominees versus Lady Byng Trophy nominees. First period simulation here, it is Ryan O'Reilly and then Jacob Slavin. Also just to note that the Norris Trophy nominees, of course, they have Stalock and Lindgren in nets, while the nice guys have Marc-Andre Fleury and Jack Campbell. So that could be the difference maker. 2-0 Lady Byng nominees after 20. Second period, 5-1 now. Austin Matthews, Kyle Connor making it 4-0. Alex Pietrangelo beats Marc-Andre Fleury, but then Cam Atkinson restores the 4-goal lead. 5-1. Headed into the third period for the Lady Byng nominees. Power play Norris killed off. Cale Makar is going to have to carry another power play for the Norris, and it's an extended one, but killed off once more. 5-1, and that'll be all she wrote. 5-1 the final as the Lady Byng nominees take it 5-1. Goal and 2 assists for O'Reilly, a goal and assist for Slavin, and 26 saves from Marc-Andre Fleury. All right, how can both Draisaitl and McDavid be nominated for the Hart when the Hart is given to the players most valuable to his team? I guess I'm sure those people who voted, well, I'm not sure, but I would think that the people who voted for Draisaitl didn't vote for McDavid, and the people who voted for McDavid didn't vote for Draisaitl. So they weren't both nominated, but they both received votes. That's how it works. So let's just sim through this game with the Selke nominees. There we go. All right, Game 2 between the King Clancy and the Masterton nominees. It is 1-0 for the King Clancy nominees. First period, 0-0. Second period, 2-1 Mastertons. As Kevin Hayes opens up the scoring. He was one of the nominees, the 3 nominees, out of the 32 who were chosen. Brian Rust ties it back up, but then Vladimir Tarasenko restores the 1-goal lead, and it's 2-1 Mastertons. Did I say that the King Clancys were leading? I think the Mastertons are leading in this series. 2-2 as Barkov scores on the power play. King Clancy's once again on the power play. They can't score on that. When one team has a chance to win it all, oh, absolutely. We'll be jumping in probably for most overtimes as well after the first round. 2-2 late in the third here, final 5 minutes, and Brent Burns makes it 3-2. Will that be the winner? The Masterton nominee from the San Jose Sharks gets the game-winning goal for the Mastertons. Shots end 34-27 for King Clancy's, but the Mastertons take it. Welcome, Pat. Welcome to the stream. 32 saves for Carey Price, giving him first star. Brent Burns goal and assist. Alex Barkov goal and an assist right there as well. All right, so the Mastertons now up 2-0 over the King Clancy's. Back to the Hart and the Calder nominees. Now the Hart Trophy nominees up 1-0 in the series. First period right here, 1-1 after 20. Stamkos opens it up, but then Lucas Raymond ties it up on Igor Shesterkin, who was third place, I believe, for the Hart voting. Second period now, 2-1 as Fehervary, there's a couple ways to say it, makes it 2-1. And the Calder nominees out of nowhere now lead in this game headed into the third period. The Hearts will be coming back hard though. The Calders have to hang on tight and they really would want to add to this lead. It's a slim 1-goal margin at the moment halfway through the third. The worst team in the simulation now on the power play, up by 1 with 5 to go. Could they tie the series at 1? But no, Johnny Gaudreau will tie it up at 2. But then Trevor Zegras restores the lead about 20 seconds later, and the Calder nominees win Game 2 to tie this series at 1. How about that? Shots end 34-33, but the kids are all right. Jeremy Swayman makes 32 saves. Gaudreau goal and assist. Raymond goal and assist. This series is tied at 1. Wow, the biggest mismatch tied at 1. What MLB team do I cheer for? I guess I like the Nationals since I'm an Expos fan deep down. Well, not deep down, just in the past. But I like the Nationals. I like the Mets. I'm not crazy impartial to anyone in particular. I'd say aside from the Nationals, I was really rooting for them when they won the World Series, so I'd say them. Now between the Norris nominees and the Lady Byng nominees, the Lady Byngs are up 1-0 in this series. Here we go. First period, 2-0 Norris nominees. That's huge after they didn't have a lead, I don't believe, anytime. They lost 5-1 in Game 1. I am from Montreal, my friend. Welcome to the stream, Manu. As Slavin scores the opening goal, and then exactly 1 minute later, Justin Falk makes it 2-0. They only scored 1 goal in Game 1. They already have 2 goals through the first period. Make it 3 now in the second period, as now Mackenzie Weegar makes it 3-0. This team went 46-27-9 and went to Game 7 of Round 3. They can score, despite them all being defensemen. Panarin cuts the lead to 2 as the Lady Byng nominees are not done there just yet. But the Norris nominees restore the 4-1 lead. There we go. Allez, Montréal! Ah ouais, ça sent la coupe! Would you like live coverage on the home run derby? Yeah, why not? Throw that in, Jack. Thank you. Ben oui. The shots are 19-19 headed into the third period. Charlie McAvoy restores the 3-goal lead. It is 4-1 Norris. Allez, Montréal. On va gagner la coupe cette année bientôt. Ben oui. Shots 27-24 for the Lady Byng nominees, but the Norris Trophy nominees are hanging on to their 3-goal lead with 5 minutes to go. C'est 4-1 avec 2 minutes qui restent. C'est Austin Matthews qui fait le 2e pour les Nice Guys, mais Romagnosi fait le 5e pour les nominations de Norris. 5-2 the final as the shots end 32-30 for the Lady Byng nominees, but it is a 1-1 series. Let's see the 3 stars in this one. Mackenzie Weegar, goal and assist. Charlie Lindgren stood tall. And Adam Fox with 2 assists. Okay. So let's sim through the Selke game again. Didn't mean to do that. My apologies. Let me just finish the game. 8-1 final. Great. All right. Headed into the King Clancy and Masterton series now. It is 2-0 for the Masterton nominees. The 6th place team out of the 7. They are up 2-0 in this series over the 3rd place King Clancy. Tu peux déjà mettre... Non, pas encore, parce que c'est seulement le joueur qui était nominé pour le Calder. So, next season... Absolument. Je pense que Slavkovski va avoir un couple de nominations peut-être. J'espère au moins, if he plays. But let's see game number 3 between the Masterton and King Clancy nominees now. And the King Clancy nominees got to get some life here in this series. First period, 3-0. That's exactly what they needed. Getzlaf, Roslovic, and Horvat, the nominees for Anaheim, Columbus, and Vancouver, respectively. 3-0. Second period now, 6-0. Woo! Robertson, Barkov, and Pacioretty, the nominees for the Stars, Panthers, and Golden Knights now. 6-0. Shots 27-11 after 2 periods. In the third now, 6-0. Power play for the Masterton nominees. Nothing coming from that. I don't think anything's going to be changing here. As another power play opportunity, nothing from it. And we'll call it a night. This game ends 6... Actually, hey, there you go. They scored 2 late. Kasha and Tarasenko scored 2 goals late. The nominees for the Masterton from Toronto and St. Louis. But the King Clancy nominees win it 6-2 the final, giving them some life in this series. Goal and assist from Horvat, Barkov, and Pacioretty. All right. So headed to the Hart and Calder nominee teams now. This series is tied at 1. The biggest mismatch tied at 1. Could the Calder nominees continue their quest for an upset, or will the Harts wake up and say, what was that last game? Let's get this together. First period, 2-0 Harts as Matthews and Miller score early. Second period, no scoring shots, 29-14. Jeremy Swayman is hanging on tight, and it's only a 2-goal game here in the third period. Power play Harts, Johnny Gaudreau scores to make it 3-0. That's a hard one to swallow right there for the Calder nominees, as we still have 12 minutes left in this one. Shots 37-18. Final 10 minutes. Are they going to at least try and break the shutout past Igor Shesterkin? Not going to be easy with 5 minutes to go, and that'll be all she wrote. The first shutout of the tournament goes to Igor Shesterkin. Does it? No, Carey Price had a shutout, right? Yeah. But he makes a 24-save shutout there. A game-winning goal for Austin Matthews. 38 saves from Jeremy Swayman, but the team just was not scoring. Now the Norris nominees versus the Lady Byng nominees. It's a best of 5. This series is tied at 1. First period, 2-0 Nice Guys. Jack Hughes and Cam Atkinson scoring for the Lady Byng nominees. Second period, 2-1. Victor Hedman cuts that lead to 1. Shots are 26-17. Streaming after... I'm streaming right now. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Third period, and it is a 1-goal lead. But now it is a tie game as Jared Spurgeon ties it at 2. Shots are 33-19. Power play Lady Byng nominees, and it's a power play goal there from Austin Matthews. But then Cale Makar, the winner of the Norris Trophy, ties it back up at 3 once again. 5 minutes left here as we... Oh my goodness, John Carlson on the power play makes it 4-3. Final 2 minutes. Could the Lady Byng nominees answer back? No, they cannot. How about that? Sorry, I misunderstood you there, Jack. Shots end 39-24 for Lady Byng nominees, but the Norris Trophy defensemen make it a 4-3 win. Jack Hughes, Cam Atkinson, the first 2 stars. Victor Hedman. Okay, the stars are odd, but the Norris Trophy nominees are now up 2-1 in this series. So into the next game, and there you go. So the Selkes get their first round bye as they sweep through Japan. Masterton versus King Clancy. It is 2-1 in the series for the Masterton nominees. Let's see what we got here in Game 4. First period, 2-0 Mastertons. Kyle Okposo and Anthony Duclair, the nominees from Buffalo and Florida, respectively. Second period, 2-1 Chris Kreider, the nominee from New York. Third period, 2-1 game for the Mastertons. King Clancy's leading in the shots, but Mastertons and Carey Price hanging on tight right now. Shots 29-21 for the Clancys on the power play, but Kasha scores just as that penalty expires, almost shorthanded. The Toronto Maple Leafs nominee for the Masterton makes it a 2-goal game. That may be a bit too much for the King Clancys to come back. Power play late, but nothing comes from it. Shots end 36-24 for the King Clancys, but it's a 3-1 win for the Mastertons, who are now up 3-1 in the series. Shots and 35 saves from Carey Price, first star. Goal and assist from Duclair. Goal and an assist from Kasha. 3-1 series now. So now we're back to the Harts and the new kids right here. Le prix est bon. Absolument, mon ami. There we go. So this is a 2-1 series for the Harts, but the new kids, the Calder nominees, they've been fighting hard. They had a great game 2, a tough game 3. Let's see if they can bounce back. They only went 37, 38, and 7 in the regular season, so we'll see what they have against the best team in the tournament, according to record. 1-1 after 20. Stamkos opens up the scoring, but then Dawson Mercer. There you go, Hobbsy. I'm cheering for whatever team is Nick Holden, even though I don't think he's playing. He is not, but Dawson Mercer is, so you can cheer for them, Hobbsy. 1-1 after 20. Second period now. 5-2 for the Hearts. Yikes. So you could do something where your entire team is 30. Yeah, I've seen those, Jack. Those are fun ideas. Swayman, Robertson, Ouellet, the first replacement level player to score a goal, and Matthews on the power play, scoring 2 on the power play this period. Michael Bunting on the power play for the new kids score, but it is a 3-goal lead for the Hart nominees headed into the third period. Shots 27-19. It is a 3-goal game, and I don't know if the Calder Trophy nominees can come back in this one, but a power play is going to be big right here. There we go. Trevor Zegras, as the power play expires, it's now a 2-goal game, and they are in this with 9 minutes to go. Shots 33-26. Another power play for the new kids. Nothing comes from that, though. They really needed that for momentum. 2 minutes, 1 minute, and that'll be it. As the Hart nominees go up 3-1 in this series. Shots 36-29 for them in this one, and they win it 5-3. A big second period gave them the win. A couple goals from Austin Matthews as well. Only got him third star. Not sure why. Thank you for helping to revive my love for the game of hockey and helping with your in-depth knowledge of hockey in NHL 22. Hey, Corey, thank you so much for saying that. Welcome to the stream, and I appreciate the love, my friend. Really happy to hear that, and nothing makes me more glad than to see that you're loving the game of hockey in franchise mode and all that good stuff because of it. So be sure to always leave your questions. I'm glad to see you interacting. Great to see you in here. Norris Trophy nominees now are up 2-1 in this series over the Lady Byng nominees. This is a great series right now. The one that I'm watching the most, I think. They're up 2-1 in this series, and they want to make it a 3-1 stranglehold. Let's see it. First period. Oh my goodness. 3-0 Norris. McAvoy, Spurgeon, and Fox scoring on Fleury. A team of 18 defensemen up 3-0 over the Lady Byng nominees. Second period now, make it 4-0 as Quinn Hughes scores on Jack Campbell as Marc-Andre Fleury got pulled. Another nice guy. Artemi Panarin scores for Lady Byng nominees to make it 4-1. Power play killed off. They're leading in the shots, but they can't get much going aside from that, unfortunately. 10 minutes to go now. Shots 32-26 for the Lady Byngs, but down by 3, and I don't think there's enough time for them to make it back, as the Norris Trophy nominees will go up 3-1 in their series with a huge 4-1 win. A big first period to thank for that. Lindgren playing extremely well for them. A goal and assist for Fox. A goal for Jared Spurgeon. Too bad you can't put a 19th defenseman in nets or anything like that. Like in FIFA, you can put position players in net. So now all three of the remaining series are 3-1. The Masterton over the Clancy nominee team is the only one where the underdog is currently winning. Masterton, they were ranked 6th. Clancy's were ranked 3rd. So here we go. The Mastertons have a chance to win it all here in Game 5 to head to round number 2. Here we go. First period, 1-0 King Clancy's. It's Victor Hedman scoring early. Second period, 3-1 as Sagan ties it up, but then Andersley and Garrett Hathaway. Is it Garrett or Garnet Hathaway? Garnet Hathaway make it 3-1. It's a 2-goal lead for the King Clancys, who want to get back in this series. The shots are 26-16 at the moment. Masterton power play opportunity. They're down by 2, but cannot capitalize halfway through the third. Final 5 minutes now. Masterton, they're still pushing, but nothing coming. They're only with 20 shots in this game, pretty much. Hathaway's second of the night. That'll be it. King Clancy's are back with a 4-1 victory. Getzlaff and Dumba with 3 assists apiece, and Hathaway with 2 goals, the nominee from the Washington Capitals. That's a 3-2 series. The Hart nominees have a chance to end their series against the Calder nominees. The Calder nominees have been putting up a bigger fight than many thought they would, but they're still down 3-1, and they got to fight. First period now, 1-0 for the Calder nominees. Cole Caulfield scores his first of the tournament. Second period now, 2-1 as JT Miller and Connor McDavid put the Hart nominees up after 40. Shots 24-13, and it's a 1-goal game headed into the final 20 minutes. Power play Calder nominees, 5-on-3, and Dawson Mercer capitalizes. This game is tied at 2 now. Power play for the Hart nominees, but Trevor Zegras scores just as that expires, almost shorthanded. Shots are 32-19 right now. Calder up by 1, under 5 to go. Do they have life with a minute left? Yes, they do. A huge win. Everyone counting them out. Shots and 35-21 for the Hearts, but the new kids win by 1. Caulfield, you need to lead the way now. That's a big goal that he scored in this one. 2 assists from Michael Bunting and a 33-save performance from Jeremy Swayman. Oh boy, that's huge right there. So both 3-1 series, two of the 3-1 series are now 3-2. Could the Norris nominees be the ones who end off their series in 5 games, or will the trend continue? Oh boy, Game 5. First period, 1-1. Austin Matthews opens it up, and then Chris Letang ties it up with 13 seconds left in their period. Second period now, 2-2 game. Johnny Gaudreau on the power play with an Aaron Ekblad a minute and 21 seconds later. Shots tied at 18, score tied at 2. Third period, the Lady Byngs are going to be fighting hard to try and have some life in this series, just like the other teams that were down 3-1 in their series. Halfway through the third now. Shots are 24-22. The defensemen are scoring, and they're shutting down offense. But hold on, the nice guys have a lot of offense coming. The shots now 26-25 as they take the lead in shots. And we're headed to overtime for the first time in this tournament. I won't watch it yet. I'll wait till round number 2 to head into overtimes because they can take a long time sometimes. Overtime, a goal for the Norris would put them through. A goal for the nice guys would give them life in this series, as we're over 5 minutes through the first overtime. And Mitch Marner on the power play wins it, as the Lady Byng nominees have life. Shots end 31-27 for the Lady Byngs. 3 stars in this one. Marner the first star. Hedman 2 assists. Marc-Andre Fleury, big smile on his face, and 25 saves. Love to see that, as the Norris nominees are now 3-2 in their series. Back to Masterton and King Clancy. Masterton couldn't close it out, went up 3-1. Let's see if they can close it out, went up 3-2. First period, 1-1. Ryan Getzlaf has been carrying this team. He opens up the scoring, then Tyler Seguin on the power play ties it up. Second period now, 2-1 King Clancy nominees. Ryan O'Reilly, nominee from the St. Louis Blues. Shots are pretty tied here in the third. It's only a 1-goal game. Could go either way. We're 5 minutes in, and there's still a lot of hockey left to go. Shots 29-26. Barkov makes it a 2-goal lead. Now that might be enough for the King Clancys to push this series to 7. They're up by 2 with under 5 to go. Power play Masterton killed off. Power play King Clancy's killed off. Final minute, Max Pacioretty is going to ice it right there. Those power plays weren't killed off. They were just canceled out by their team taking a penalty, I believe. 3 stars in this one. Nedeljkovic makes 28 saves, a goal and assist from Getzlaf, 2 assists from Brian Rust, and it is 4-1 win from the King Clancys. Will send that series to 7. All right, Hart nominees and Calder nominees now. The Hart nominees were up 3-1. The new kids on the block fought hard to bring this series to a game 6. Can they push it to 7? The biggest mismatch. A lot of people probably thought it would be a sweep or a 5-game series, but here we are in game number 6. First period, ooh boy, the Hart nominees do not want to leave anything to chance. They quadruple the shots and they score 4 goals. Ovechkin on the power play, Ovechkin even strength, Makar and Yossi. Shots 16-4 after 20, 4-0 Hart nominees. Second period now, 4-1, Trevor Zegras on the power play. This game's not over yet. The shots are only 20-16, and with the whole third period to be played, the new kids are down by 3. Oh, down by 2! Michael Bunting scores 52 seconds in. This game is a close one. 5 minutes in, and the new kids are only down by 2. The Calder nominees are going to keep fighting, but Matthew Tkachuk makes it 5-2. Restore, hold on! Lucas Raymond, it's back to a 2-goal game. I'll slow down the simulation here. 6 minutes to go. Shots are 32-20. But it's a 5-3 game. Power play for the Calder nominees with 3 minutes to go. Nothing comes from it, though, unfortunately. Just a minute left now, and that'll be it. Empty netter from Kaprizov. The Calder nominees, I gotta say, they put up a huge fight, and they are the first team eliminated from the tournament. Oh, that's too bad, but they did well. They did well. Vetchen with a couple goals. Lugard Raymond, a goal and an assist. Tough, tough, tough. Kirill with the empty netter. All right, so the Norris nominees and the Lady Byng nominees, this is Game 6, and the Norris nominees want to end it. Don't let Game 7 come about. First period, 2-1 Lady Byng. Goudreau opens it up, Pietrangelo ties it up, Barkov restores the lead. Second period now, 2-1 it remains. Headed into the third period, the Lady Byng nominees are doubling the Norris Trophy nominee shots. 2-1, power play Norris early, killed off. Power play Lady Byng, killed off. It is a 1-goal game. Hold on, Hobbsy. I'll tell you in a second. Power play Norris. Oh, just killed off. Hold on, power play Norris again. Killed off once more by the Lady Byng. 5-on-3 power play for them. 5-on-4, 5-on-3, 5-on-4, nothing. 5-on-4 power play late. Oh, but the Norris Trophy nominees cannot take it. As this game ends 2-1 the final. The Calder Trophy nominees were eliminated in 6 games, Hobbsy, by the Hart Trophy nominees. But they put up a great fight. It was a really good series. Marc-Andre Fleury makes 24 saves to push this series to 7. A tight 2-1 finish. Scoring all came from the first period, and then after that, nothing in the last 40 minutes. That was close. As we'll have now 2 series going to 7. We had all 3 series at 3-1. Now we have 2 series going to 7. David, welcome aboard. 766, buddy. Close. Welcome aboard, David. Ryan Hobbs. Yeah, they did very well. They did extremely well. They pushed that game 6. Was a 5. There was a couple 5-3 losses. They scored well. Igor was a bit shaky, I would say. Game 7 between the King Clancy and Masterton nominees. King Clancy, they were ranked 3rd. Masterton, they were ranked 6th. So here we go. Cheers. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you taking the time. Welcome on board. So here we go, Game 7. Which team is going through? First period, 1-0 King Clancy nominees. Ryan O'Reilly on the power play. Second period now, 1-1. Chris Tanev ties it up. Yeah, real name. Yeah, we're good. Hold on. I'll stop you there. Chris Tanev, the nominee from the Flames, ties it up. In the final 20 minutes of Game 7 now, game tied at 1, shots tied at 22, series tied at 3. This final third period is going to decide it. Big Bo top 50 Horvat, the Vancouver nominee, puts his team up by 1. Power play killed off. It is a scramble for the Masterton. Now they're on the penalty kill again, but they kill it off once more. But PK Subban, the winner of the King Clancy, puts his team up by 2 now. Power play once more. The Mastertons can't stay out of the box. And hold on, Danforth scores late. Final minute. Oh, it's an empty netter from Barkov. And the King Clancys, who were down 3-1 in the series, come back to win this series in 7 as the Masterton nominees have been eliminated. Makes sense that the 6th and 7th ranked teams have been eliminated. The 2 favorites have gone through, but it wasn't an easy fashion. Now we have the Norris Trophy nominees against the Lady Byng nominees here in Game 7. The Norris Trophy nominees were up 3-1, but now they find themselves in a 7th game trying to fight for the second round. First period, 2-0, Charlie McAvoy and Chris Letang. Shots 15-14, 29 shots in that first period. 2-0 after 20. Second period, 2-0 it remains. Shots 26-23 after 40. Final period now. Power play Norris early, and then that goes to a power play for the nice guys as the Norris Trophy took a penalty on the power play. Super extended power play for Lady Byng. They can't get anything going. They have 31 shots but haven't scored. Power play Norris killed off. Final 5 minutes. Shots tied at 34. Austin Matthews, hold on, slow it down. Byng nominees, 2 minutes to go. They're down by 1 here in Game 7 with just a minute and a half left. Can we see a final push in the final 30 seconds? No, it's an empty netter from Adam Fox. And the Norris Trophy nominees hang on to make it through the Vancouver Nice Guys. So the teams ranked 5, 6, and 7, Lady Byng, Bill Masterton, and Calder Memorial Trophy are all eliminated from the tournament. The Lady Byng team went 52-23 and 7. They had the second best record of all the teams, but 5th ranked because they didn't do well in the playoffs, and they are out. So now, moving into round number 2, it will be the Selke nominees against the King Clancy nominees, number 1 ranked versus number 3 ranked, and the Hart Trophy nominees against the Norris Trophy nominees, number 2 ranked versus number 4 ranked. All right, let's check out the stats quickly. After this one, let's see who really did well. Just fly through these quickly. Let's look at the eliminated teams first, as we see the new kids. 6 points in 6 games for Bunting and Lundell. Very nice. Zegras, Raymond, they did okay. They did all right. +2 for Hervery, -10 for Wallet, -9 and no points for the player who won the award, Moritz Seider. That's wild. Goaltending, how did Swayman do? 2-4-0, 884 save percentage. Nedeljkovic did well as a backup, but 4.24 goals against average for Swayman. Yikes. Over to the Masterton nominees. Ooh, not too hot here. Tarasenko, Sagan, Kasha, Duclair, all with 4 points in 7 games. -7, -6 there from Okposo, Hayes. Yeah, tough. And the goaltending on this team, we had Carey Price, who did well, 3-4-0 with a shutout, 915 save percentage, 2.86 goals against average, not too bad. Carey Price deserved better. And then the Lady Byng nominees, right here, 6 points in 7 games for Panarin, Marner, and Kopitar, so they did very well. -7 for Pavelski, -6 for Pettersson, Gaudreau, Stamkos, yikes. And goaltending here, we had Marc-Andre Fleury, 3-4-0, 904 save percentage, 2.65 against. Jack Campbell did well in his short time in relief. Looking at the rest, I won't go through each team as in detail, just quickly the teams that have made it through. The King Clancys, Alex Barkov is leading the way, Getzlaf and Pacioretty both with 6 points. The Hart Trophy nominees, you have Robertson with 6 and 6, Matthews, Ovechkin, and Kachuk, and Makar all with 5. And the Norris nominees here, you have Letang and Fox with 6 points in 7 games. McAvoy and Falk with 5 in 7. Yeah, well, we want to see Japan. All right, we'll see Japan. As the stats will be a little bit skewed for the Selke team since they just got a first-round bye. But let's see what we got here on Team Japan. I'd be surprised if they scored more than just like 2 or 3 goals. They scored 2 goals in 4 games. Negative, let's see the negative. Only a -1 there. -14 for Susumu Serizawa. -13 for Katsunori Sugihara. -12 here for all these guys. Wakabayashi, Takashi, and Ishihara. Yeah, so 2 points for Sugihara and Wakabayashi. Goaltending, it was Shin Masumuru, who went 0-1-0. Actually, no, it was this guy who played more. Masao Ueno, is that how you say it? Thank you very much, Frank. Appreciate the kind wishes. Went 0-4-0. 890 save percentage and 6.46 goals against average. Yikes. Over on the Selkies, who got the first round bye. Let's see. Yeah, 10 points in 4 games for Marchand. Marner, Matthews, Bergeron, Barkov, blah, blah, blah. Now they're going to have a real matchup, though. No offense, against the King Clancys. So, the Selke Trophy nominees went 52, 26, and 4 and won the Stanley Cup. The King Clancys went 45, 30, and 7 and lost in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. So, this should be a very good matchup. I can finally get my driver's license. I finally made it. Thank you very much, David. Appreciate that. Go Habs, go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So bleu, blanc, rouge all the way. Game 1 of round 2 between the Selkies and the King Clancys. First period, 1-0 Selkies. Elias Lindholm opens up the scoring. Second period, no scoring. Elias Lindholm, one of the nominees, the 3 nominees, the 3 finalists, that is. Selke power play, extended 5-on-3, 5-on-4. Finally, Barkov scores to make it 2-0. Shots are 27-16 as Victor Hedman cuts the lead to 1. He's going to have the King Clancys on the power play now, but that's killed off by the Selkies. Those strong defensive forwards are going to really do well in the penalty kill. Austin Matthews scores to make it a 2-goal lead once again, and that'll be it for Game 1 as the Selkies win it 35-22. The shots in the end. 3-1 the final. Lindgren playing very well here. There's a couple of Charlie Lindgrens in this tournament, and he's doing very, very well right now. Now we have the Norris Trophy nominees and the Hart Trophy nominees. Lindgren playing once more on the Norris Trophy nominees. So the Hart Trophy nominees went to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final and had a season record of 62, 17, and 3. But the Norris Trophy nominees went to Game 7 of Round 3 and went 46, 27, and 9. So another good matchup right here. The Hearts are definitely the favorites, but they had a bit of a scare against the Calders, and the Norris Trophy nominees are going to be a bit stronger. First period here, 0-0, shots 11-5 for the Norris. Second period now, 3-2 Hart. So Tkachuk opens it up. Hedman ties it up. Pietrangelo then takes the lead for the Norris Trophy nominees. Ovechkin ties it up on the power play, and Draisaitl puts his team ahead 3-2. Shots 20-17 for the Hart Trophy nominees. As we have, so yeah, they're starting to pull away in the shots a little bit. Hold on, the Norris are coming back. Power play for the Norris nominees, but Matthew Tkachuk scores short-handed. That's odd for a team of defensemen giving up a goal short-handed. Chris Letang comes back within 1. We still have a game here with 6 minutes to go. Chris Letang's been carrying this team offensively quite well. Him and Adam Fox. Final minute now, 30 seconds. But the Hart nominees win game number 1 by a score of 4-3. Tkachuk with 2 goals, Hedman a goal and 2 assists, Ovechkin a goal and an assist. Oh boy. All right, so 1-0 in this series for the Selke nominees. Now time for game number 2. Let's keep this tournament rolling. First period, 1-0 Clancy nominees. Chris Kreider, the nominee from the Rangers, opening it up. Second period now, 3-1 as Kreider gets his second. Barkov makes it 3-0, but then Matthews stops the bleeding. Shots are 20-13 for the Selke nominees, but they're down by 2 here in the third period. 5 minutes in, no scoring yet. They haven't done much in the shot category as the Clancys are looking to tie it up in that regard. Not a lot of shots from either side happening here. Mitch Marner brings the Selkies within 1 now. Power play for the King Clancys, killed off by the Selkies. They're taking more shots. 3 minutes to go. Take more chances. This is their last chance. And Patrice Bergeron, the winner of the award, ties this game up at 3 with a goal with 42 seconds left. Shots are 34-23, headed into overtime. Let's check this one out. Here we go, headed into overtime. Huge goal. Julio Rodriguez against Corey Seager. first one. I didn't really do much for the jerseys because I didn't think we'd ever really be seeing them, but we'll hop into the game right now and check it out. Make it snappy, Jack Eichel. So a big late push from the Selkies. They want to go up 2-0 in this series, and the winner of the award, winning his record 5th, Patrice Bergeron, is the man that does it. Of course, it had to be him. So now it's overtime. We'll see a little bit of action. If it's taking really too long, we'll just say forget it. But a goal for the Selkies would put them up 2-0 in this series, while a goal for the King Clancy's would tie the series up at 1. Here we are in overtime. Didn't really do anything for the jerseys or for the arena. Let's see what we can do here. Mitch Marner hit off the puck. Here's Max Pacioretty over to Barkov. Over the blue line, gets tied up. Matthews will regain the puck and bring it out of his zone and get tied up at the red line, though. Board pin with Barkov. He kicks it down. O'Reilly over to Marchand. Remember, it's just a team of forwards here for the Selkies. Marner gets the puck pickpocketed there as Hedman got a stick in his lane. Russ trying to get it out. Marner, there was 4 players fishing for it. One-timer! Oh, big block there from Barkov. That may have just been the goal. So here's Barkov, board pinned by the net. He kicks it around to Dumba. Dumba stops up, double team, gets it to Hedman. Pacioretty exits his zone now and over the red line into Selke territory. Pacioretty looking to put it on net, but Lindgren will just grab that and hang on to it. Captain Matthews there for the Selke team. Too bad we can't control the captain, the lines or anything like that. That'll be fun.
And guys, there's no better time than overtime to come up big. Let's see how he does here.
Here we go. Defensive zone face-off. Lindholm, O'Reilly, Bergeron over to Kopitar now. Anze Kopitar leading a rush into King Clancy territory. On net, stopped by Nedeljkovic. Now he will hang on, and we'll swap offensive zone face-offs. Eichel, yeah, that's true, right? Eichel on the Sabres jersey on that load screen. O'Reilly, oh, good thing he's quick draw on the face-offs. He's playing defense. Kopitar versus Kadri at the dot here. One back by Kadri. Hedman, he stops up, then goes forward, gets it over to an open Jason Robertson. He gets hit off the puck by Lindholm, who gets his leg discombobulated and dislocated and discombobulated. Dumba leading the charge back into Selke territory, gets smushed by a double team. Barkov picks it up over to Lindholm, looking to get out of their own zone. Yes, they do. Anze Kopitar into Clancy territory. Deeks nobody, loses the puck. Robertson regains it. Always a bit hard to watch in the simulation, but a goal will come. There's always a greasy goal that comes eventually. Hedman and Bergeron goes offside. With 16:51 to go in this overtime. This is game 2 of round 2 between the Selke Trophy nominees and the King Clancy Trophy nominees. Selke's up 1-0 in the series. Eriksson Ek over to Anthony Cirelli, up to Patrice Bergeron. Cirelli back to Eriksson Ek, looking to not go offside. Smart play. Cirelli will re-enter the territory now, looking to stop up and set something up. Barkov has a chance, scores! Now that is a nice goal. Alex Barkov wins it for the Selkies. What a push from down 3-1 to winning it 4-3 in overtime. The Selkies Barkov outdoes the Clancy's Barkov. A very nice goal. Through traffic, finding the open lane as the goaltender was too much to the left, I believe. And he just goes across the body. Nedeljkovic too much to the left, can't get back to the right. And Barkov wins it for the Selkies in overtime. Gotta give respect. Matthews is a great player, but as a Habs fan, understandable. Shots in that one end 36-23 for the Selkies, so a well-deserved win, and they are now up 2-0 in this series. Big win right there. So, headed into the other series that is currently up 1-0. It is the Harts who are up over the Norris nominees. Let's see what happens here in Game 2. It was a bit of a tight win for the Harts, so the Norris Trophy nominees will be coming back hard. First period of Game 2, and the Norris nominees are up to an early lead as John Carlson opens the scoring. Matthews on the power play ties it up, but then Adam Fox restores the lead. 12-10 the shots for the Norrises as well. Second period, ooh, big second period, as the Hart nominees score 2 power play goals. Draisaitl and Makar to give themselves the lead now after 40. Shots 23-21 for the Norris nominees, but the Hart nominees, another power play, but that one was killed off, up by 1. 5 minutes into the period, nothing changed yet. As the Norrises, it's going to be Letang, Fox, Makar. Those have been the scorers, and they got to put the team on their back here. Power play opportunity for Norrises, but they are killed off. That is killed off by the Harts. And then JT Miller makes it a 2-goal game. That may have been enough to ice it. And hold on, Quinn Hughes with a minute 18 left, but then Draisaitl gets the empty netter. 5-3 the final. That's not the first 5. That's like the third 5-3 game for the Harts. Draisaitl, Makar, Matthews, the 3 stars in this one. And they are up 2-0 in their series. All right, Selke's and King Clancy's game 3. The Selkes are up 2-0 in the series. As the Clancys won their last series in 7, they know how to come back, but they got to do it soon. And Max Pacioretty scores on the first shot of the night. First period ends 2-0. Yeah, they like those 5-3 games. Matt Dumba scores the other goal for the Clancys, 2-0 after 20. Second period now, 2-1 as Brad Marchand brings the Selkes back in this one. Shots 25-20 for the King Clancys, but it's only a 2-1 game. Power play Selkes early, that's killed off. Power play King Clancy's, and that's Max Pacioretty scoring his second of the night just as the power play expires. Here is a 2-goal lead now for the King Clancys. Hold on, power play Selke. They like their late comebacks, but that's killed off by the Clancys. And Jason Robertson makes it a 3-goal lead, and that will likely be enough to give the Selkes their first loss of the tournament. 4-1 the final. Shots end 35-31 for the Clancys. 3 stars. Let's see, Nedeljkovic making 30 saves. Pacioretty with 2 big goals, and Victor Hedman 3 assists. All right, so the Hart nominees are up 2-0 in their series. The Norris nominees will want to do what the Clancy nominees did and give themselves some life in this one. As they won in 7, they also won their first series in 7. So let's see, they know how to get it done when they have to. First period starts out for the Hearts. Yeah, McDavid scores just 41 seconds in. Tanev ties it up soon after, but then Stamkos and Ovechkin on the power play. 17-6 the shots for the Hart nominees, 3-1 after 20. Second period now, 4-3, huge period, as McAvoy scores twice to tie it up, and then Alex Pietrangelo with 46 seconds left gives the Norris nominees the lead. Shots 22-21 for the Hearts, and it's 4-3 Norris's. Ned with the EA playoff cheese, absolutely. Power play Hearts, and Alex Ovechkin scores on the power play. He loves those power play goals to tie it up. Power play Norris's 5-on-3, 5-on-4, killed off. We're at a 4-4 stalemate halfway through this third period. 8 minutes to go now, and Alex Ovechkin, a power play hat trick. 3 power play goals for him tonight. John Carlson, his Washington teammate, ties it up, but Ovechkin's 4th of the night makes it 6-5 for the Hearts. A minute left in this one, and the Hearts take it 6-5 the final. Oh my goodness, no problem, Pat. Welcome back. Ovechkin, 3 power play goals, 1 even strength goal for a 4-goal night. No problem, David. We'll see you soon. John Carlson scoring the lone goal for the Norris Trophy nominees in this one. Wow. Shots end 36-33 for the Hearts as well. The 3 stars in this one, Ovechkin with his 4 goals, McAvoy with 2, Stamkos a goal and 2 assists. But the Hearts just narrow. They're up 3-0 in their series, but they've had a lot of tight games. I don't know. Do I give them the fraud alert? I don't know. The Selkes are up 2-1 in their series over the King Clancys. Let's get into game number 4 in that series now. Here we go. First period, 1-0 Selkes, Brad Marchand. Second period, 2-1. Jason Robertson ties it up on the power play, but then Marcus Foligno, a very underrated player on that team, makes it a 2-1 game. Shots 25-19 for the Selkes after 40. And the Selkes are up by 1. And power play Clancy's killed off 5 minutes in. Yeah, that must be amazing for you, eh, Pat? In the show, those cards must be crazy after the All-Star weekend. 5-on-3, 5-on-4, all those penalties killed off by the Selkes. The Clancys cannot capitalize on those power play opportunities. The Selkes are too strong defensively. Power play of their own, and they capitalize, bang, right away. Sebastian Aho makes it 3-1. And the Selkes take it by that score. Shots end 33-30 for the Selkes. Charlie Lindgren just playing lights out. A goal and assist for Aho, a goal for Foligno. And the Selkes are up 3-1 in their series. Alrighty, so now the Hart nominees are up 3-0 and looking to sweep the Norris nominees out of the tournament. But the Norris nominees have been playing extremely well, and they've been holding their own. So let's see if they can stave off elimination here. Cale Makar, Adam Fox, Crystal Tang, I'm looking at you. First period, 1-1. Xavier Ouellet opens it up for the Hearts, their replacement level player since there weren't enough defensemen, or just players nominated in general. And Victor Hedman ties it back up. Second period now. 3-1 Norris's as John Carlson makes it 2-1, and Miro Heiskanen makes it a 2-goal lead, extending that score. The Norris Trophy nominees are doubling the Hart nominees' shots, 26-13, and they're up by 2 here in the third period, looking to stave off the sweep. Power play goal for Jonathan Huberdeau makes it a 3-2 game. Another power play for the Hart. Power play for the Norris now. All of those killed off now with 10 minutes left in this one. Shots 31-18 for the Norrises, but Johnny Gaudreau ties it up at 3 with a late goal. 6 minutes left in this one. It's a 3-3 game. Final 3 minutes. Who has it in them? Last minute, 19 seconds, and we're headed to overtime. Shots in this one end 33-24 for the Norris nominees, but we are headed to overtime. Whew, take a breath after that. So the Norris nominees looking to stave off elimination and not get swept, and the Hearts just want to go to the final with a win right here. It's going to be difficult for the Norris nominees, I think, to come all the way back, but you got to take it one step at a time. And here we are in Game 4 overtime. Good old Jack Eichel in his Buffalo Sabres jersey, looking good. If you have a moment here, welcome to all 18 of you watching tonight. Great to be here. Birthday stream. Always like, it's an annual thing that I do, so it's fun to have a good amount of you in here. Leave a like if you haven't already. It'd be very much appreciated, as we are a little over halfway through this tournament, I believe. Riley, Hughes, Quinn Hughes looking for a slapper, but he gets hit away. That puck gets knocked off before he can get the shot away. Connor McDavid. Yes, sir. Jacob, happy birthday to you, my friend. Backhand just wide. As it is actually Jacob's birthday today. Mine and Tornado Panda's birthday tomorrow. And here Morgan Riley breaks that pass up and regains possession of the puck. Stops up, finds John Carlson. Carlson circles around, looking to exit the territory, and he does. Great bit of skating here from John Carlson into Hart territory, but that opportunity never really comes to fruition. Here's Draisaitl over the blue line. We love those birthdays. Draisaitl slips away, but can't get the shot off. Back the other way. Heiskanen to Pietrangelo. Stops up, though, to regroup. Pietrangelo behind the net. Over to Cale Makar. Thank you very much, Pat. Very, very, very much appreciated. Morgan Riley keeps possession of the puck. Looking at it out of his territory, though. That would be a good idea. Nope. Back. Cycled back down low. Hedman. Heiskanen. Can he hit it out? There you go. There you go. Alex Pietrangelo, nice little move there on that big boy. Ooh, just a little bit of a glove there from Shesterkin. Rebound in front, cleared away from Draisaitl. Draisaitl up to Austin Matthews now. Matthews over the blue line, looking to keep possession. Gives it to Michael Delzato, who puts it just wide. One of the replacement level players on the team. Miro Heiskanen gets slashed or high-sticked or something. No call. Ref! Ref! Pietrangelo has it now. Disgusted that there's no call on him. Jared Spurgeon over to Justin Falk. Falk, nice little bit of puck handling, but they can't get really much past the blue line. Thank you very much, Hobbsy. Chance for Matthews. Has a lot of space. Big blocker save. Kaprizov on the backhand scores. Kirill Kaprizov has eliminated the Norris Trophy nominees from this tournament, and the Hart Trophy nominees are through to the final. Oh, wow. I don't think the Hart Trophy nominees did as well as a sweep would make you think they did. The Norris Trophy nominees really held their own. Unfortunately, just couldn't make it through. Big handshakes between Hedman and McDavid. Kirill the Thrill comes up clutch. Oh, boy. McDavid is he going to touch the Prince of Wales with that beard? He does not touch the Prince of Wales. There we go, there we go. All right, so the Hart nominees, not really a huge surprise that they're through, but the shots were 34-27 in the end. They have not done very well, I don't think. It took 6 games to take out the Calder Trophy nominees, the worst team, and each game against the Norris Trophy nominees was like 1 or 2 goals, decided by 1 or 2, so I don't know if they're, is it the fraud alert? Fraud alert, I don't know. Kirill, the king of simulation, with that big overtime goal. So now, yeah, he was. The numbers are all messed up. I don't know how that is, but King Clancy's and Selke's. Now, the Selke nominees would love to put themselves into the final. It would make sense the number 1 and 2 nominee teams make it into the final, but they still have to beat the King Clancy's here in game number 5. And the Clancy nominees, they were down 3-1, and they won in 7 against the Masterton nominees. So can they do that again? Here we go. First period, 2-0 Clancy's. There you go. Robertson opens it up, and Kreider on the power play. Second period now, 4-1. Barkov and Kreider with 2 power play goals. I do hockey things. Just came to the stream, but happy. Hey, appreciate that very much. Thank you very much, my friend. I don't know if you've been following the series at all, but here in this tournament, we have the Selke nominees versus the King Clancy nominees from 2022. O'Reilly stops the bleeding, but the Selke nominees are down by 1. Appreciate those wishes, my friend. As it is a 3-goal lead in the third period on the power play. The Selke nominees, who gave up like almost no power play goals, hold on, 4-2 game as the Banajad scores. They ended up giving they gave up 3 power play goals this game. I don't think they've given up even 3 power play goals the entire tournament yet so far. They all took the weird low numbers in solidarity. I mean, that could be it, eh? That could be it, the dream team. I like that, Pat. The King Clancy nominees win game 5 by a score of 4-2. Rodriguez is through. Nice. All right, Nedeljkovic makes 30 saves, 2 goals from Kreider, a goal assist from Barkov, and the King Clancy nominees have life. We'll keep on simulating into game number 6 now, as they'll want to win once more to push this series to 7. First period, 3-0. Okay. Pacioretty from Vegas, Kadri from Colorado, and Lee from the Islanders. 3 teams and their nominees. 3 goals on 6 shots from those nominees. 11 shots for the Selkes, but nothing in that first period. Second period now. Oh my goodness. Mitch Marner makes it 3-1, but then Kadri's second, Pacioretty's second, and Darnell Nurse, the nomination from Edmonton, makes it 6-1. For the team of all the best defensive forwards in the NHL, they're now down 6-1. Shots 21-19. Oh, sorry, I pressed simulate the whole game, but that's okay. It was already over. Shots end 38-28 for the Selkes, but the King Clancy's win 7-2 the final. Power play goal from Kopitar there, but wow. 80 overall goalie playoff cheese, absolutely, for the King Clancy's. Patches traded for what was it? A bag of pucks, was that it? Yeah, pretty much. 36 saves for Nedeljkovic, a goal and 3 assists for Nurse, 2 goals and assists for Lee. So the 80 overall did not do well in this one. Nedeljkovic, the 83 overall, definitely did a bit better. And we are back in game 7. So the Selke nominees, many people's favorites, including my own, to win this tournament, were up 3-1 in this series, and now it's going to game 7. The King Clancy nominees were down 3-1 in round number 1. They win 3 in a row to go to the round number 2. They find themselves in that same situation now. They were down 3-1. They push it to 7. Can they win game number 7 and go to the final? This will be very interesting here. Oh my goodness. First period, 1-0 Selkes, Austin Matthews. Calm it down, he says. Second period, oh my goodness, 2-1 for the King Clancy's. Kreider, who's been amazing for the Clancy nominees, and Anders Lee, the captain of the Islanders, gives his squad the lead. Shots tied at 21, 2-1 for the King Clancy nominees. Final 20 minutes now. Anybody's game, controllers down, ×4 sim. Oh, wow, this would be a big upset if the Selkes lose this one, but they still have 15 minutes to get back into it. Shots tied at 23, now at 1 ahead for the Clancy's. 12 minutes to go. The Selkes can't get much past Nedeljkovic here. The prime directive and spill identity of the future considerations. We'll figure it out soon. Power play King Clancy's. Nope, peeled off by the Selkes. Final 5 minutes now. They need something and fast. 4 minutes to go, 3 minutes. We'll hop in with let's do with a couple minutes. Yeah, let's hop in with a couple minutes left now. Can never break that prime directive. Final couple minutes for the Selkes to try and push it to overtime or to get themselves through to the finals against the Hart Trophy nominees. The King Clancy's, the comeback kids, down 3-1 in round 1, down 3-1 in round 2, and now just 2 minutes away from going to the final in this tournament. Jack Eichel looking great as always in that Buffalo Sabres jersey.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, Los Angeles.
Minute 59 to go. Selke's, Marchand's been playing a lot. Okay, one back by the Clancys. Here is Chris Kreider. Can't get it through traffic. Lindholm picks it up, gets it over to Barkov. Barkov skates back behind his own net, looking at board pin. Nope, he survives. Gets it up to Bergeron, the winner of the award. Patrice Bergeron gets it over to Kopitar. Put on that bellow. Big save there. Rebound was juicy, but Horvat cleared it away. Final minute 12 now. Horvat can't get that pass through. Kopitar picks it up, gets hit off. Roslovic regains possession. Can't get it through though as Bergeron picks off the pass now. Now Kreider to Horvat. Skating back, trying to kill time with 53 seconds left. Both top 50 over the blue line to Jack Roslovic. He still has the puck somehow. Over to Kreider, scores! Chris Kreider puts this one to bed with 44 seconds left. 3-1 for the King Clancy nominees. This man has been amazing. The New York Rangers nominee. 3-1 King Clancy's. The reason I love the 2021 playoffs was all those Game 7s and only the Habs made it. So up to Game 7. Love it. That's a very good point there. Good point there. 40 seconds left, and now the Selke nominees are down by 2. The #1 ranked team who won the Stanley Cup in their own simulation went 52, 26, and 4 in the regular season. About to lose here. Glove saves there on Austin Matthews. Offensive zone faceoff, empty net, 25 seconds left. I don't think I see the Selkies coming back in this one though. Pacioretty, Barkov, and Rust against Marchand, Matthews, and Marner. Boo, rig. But if the Selke nominees do not make it, that'll be no teams left with 80 overall goaltending in the final. 20 seconds to go, and this will likely be all she wrote. A little board pin, kill some time. There you go. And the comeback kids have done it, my friends. Rust ices it with a 4th as it's his second of the playoffs on the empty net right there. Down 3-1 in round 1, down 3-1 in round 2, and they are through to the final. I feel you there. I can feel that. I can understand that relationship. As the Selkies, the favorites, are out in Game 7 of Round 2. After getting their bye in Round number 1, the King Clancy's will face the Harts. Selkies, more like pylons, am I right? There you go, Scott. Alright. We'll see if they touch the trophy. Always got to figure that out. Very surprised to see the Selkies out here. Handshake between Hedman and Matthews. Ryan Getzlaf, Chris Kreider really carrying their teams. We'll see the stats in a moment. Both Charlie Lindgrens are out. Does Hedman touch it? No, he does not. I don't think there's ever been an animation where they do touch it. Shots end 34-29 for the Selkies, but they lose this one, 4-1 the final. Tough break. Refs had money riding on the Clancys. Must be that, eh? Once they went down 3-1, the odds were too juicy. Too bad. So now in the final, we'll have the King Clancy nominees against the Hart Trophy nominees. King Clancy's going 8-6, the Hart's going 8-2. The number 2 ranked team versus the number 3 ranked team. Got here late, but excited to see the results. Alfred, welcome to the final. We are here in the final of this tournament. Even if you did just auto-generate, or actually, yeah, they're not bad. They were auto-generated. I just added team colors and a logo. I didn't actually go in depth, but yeah, not horrible. So let's see in this last round, we had the Selke nominees get eliminated. We'll start with them. They go out. Marchand and Marner both had 14 points in 11 games. Matthews with 12. Kopitar, Barkov, 11. Hard to think that this team went out so soon. Boy. Goaltending, Charlie Lindgren did what he could, but started to fall apart a little bit. Not a good save percentage, but a great goals against average. So the Selkies are out, and so are the Norris Trophy nominees. We had Chris Letang go point per game, 11 in 11. McAvoy, 5 goals and 10 points. Adam Fox with 9. Hedman, 8. Carlson, 7. Pietrangelo, 4 goals, 6 points. Carlson, 4 goals, 7 points there. A lot of players scored. No one really ran away too crazy, But and pretty much everyone pitching in here, everyone had at least a point. Taze and Ekblad, not a good pair at -5, it looks like. Goaltending, the other Charlie Lindgren, again, decent-ish numbers, but unfortunately not quite good enough. The two teams that are in the final now, let's see it. The New York Harts in the final, they have Alex Ovechkin, who has 7 goals, 5 of them on the power play, and 12 points in 10 games. Let me see this. There's a super in the weeds, but I think it'd be cool if they're either a game setting or a player setting to determine if they touch the... Sorry, I'm looking. That would be fun, yeah. There's so many things I'd have to do before that, but I'd like that, Scott. I like that idea right there. And thank you very much, Alfred. I appreciate the wishes. Draisaitl and Stamkos both with 9 points in 10 games. Matthews, Tkachuk, Miller, McDavid, Huberdeau, Robertson, all with 8 points in 10 games. Makar, Goudreau, Barkov. Yeah, lots of scoring on this team. No points from Jack Rathbone. The one, there's a few replacement level players. They're all at the bottom here. Wallet, Delzato, Larson, and Rathbone. Yes, the lines have changed because I can't control them. So I made sure that it was only the players that were nominated that are on the team, but I can't control, like, for example, on the Hart Trophy nominee team, or even, sorry, on the Norris Trophy nominee team, I put Cale Makar first line center because he won, but I believe in here they put him first line on defense. So, still pretty much the same, but like PK Subban on the Masterton, on the King Clancy team, I couldn't put him first pair D, even though I wanted to since he won the award. But for the most part, it's not a big difference. King Clancy's, here we go. They're also in the final. Barkov, 14 points in 14 games. Pacioretty with 13. Hedman, 11. O'Reilly, 10. Kreider with 7 goals and 9 points in 14 games. There are 2 Jason Robertsons playing here as he has 9 points. There's a few doubles through these two teams. Robertson, 9. Lee, Getzlaff, Horvat, Rust, all with 8. Random question, in your opinion, I have no idea if you've said it before, but is Makar a top 3 player right now? Ah, man. Is he a top 3 player in the NHL? That's tough. McDavid, Draisaitl, and who's your third? Is it between Matthews, Ovechkin, Crosby? I give him top 5. I don't know if I can commit to top 3. Kadri, Hathaway, Nurse, Roslovic, PK Subban with a couple points. Goaltending for the King Clancy's, Nedeljkovic is 8-5-1 with a .931 save percentage and 2.12 goals against average. Very impressive. Over on the Hearts, though, Igor Shesterkin is 8-2-0. Great record, 1 shutout, but a .903 save percentage and 2.69 goals against average. So maybe if the Clancy's can break through Shesterkin, that'll be what they got to do. Hey, Doggy, welcome aboard. Just in time for the finals. Thank you for being here. Great to have you. So we have the Harts versus the Clancy's. The Hart Trophy nominee team had the best season record of all the teams, going 62-17-3, but they lost in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. They choked it. They were up 3-1, and they lost in Game 7. They are up against the King Clancy nominee team, who finished 3rd ranked in the regular season simulations. They didn't have the greatest record, going 45-30-7, but they did go all the way to Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. So both these teams have experience. The King Clancy nominees were down 3-1 in round 1. They were down 3-1 in round 2. And now here they are in the final. They are the comeback kids. The King Clancy nominees versus the Hart Memorial Trophy nominees. Game 1 of the final of this tournament. Let's get it going. First period of Game 1. 1-0 Clancy's. Brian Rust opens up the scoring. Second period now, the Hearts come back strong. Draisaitl on the power play, and Matthew Tkachuk making it a 2-1 lead. Shots 23-15 after 40. 2-1 game for the Hart Trophy nominees. MacDog, Makar, Matthews, Draisaitl, McDavid. Yeah, I could see that. I, of course, even mentioned McKinnon. I could see that. 2-2 game as Ryan Getzlaff ties it up. That's big right there for the King Clancy's. A lot of veteran presence. Power play Hearts late. It's an extended one. Extremely extended, but it's killed off. 2 minutes to go. Final minute. And we're headed to overtime. Shots 36-26 for the Hart Trophy nominees. But it is a 2-2 game thanks to Ryan Getzlaff tying it up. And we're headed to overtime here in Game 1 of the final. I can see that. Makar, McKinnon. Funny that there's 4 players who come from 2 teams there. A lot of good duos, yeah. I agree. As we're getting this started, welcome to all 20 of you here tonight. Thank you for sharing this evening with me and everyone else. We're in the final of our 2022 NHL Award Nominee team. NHL 22 Franchise Mode Philadelphia Flyers went live earlier today, so don't forget to check that out. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. You will be made aware of all those uploads, as well as the upcoming Shane Wright career simulation with the Seattle Kraken coming on Wednesday, July 20th. I'll take the day off for tomorrow, the big birthday on July 19th. And then we'll get back to the Kraken sim there. I'm excited to see what everyone thinks about that Shane Wright career. Patch ready over to Dumba. Can't get it through traffic. Welcome back, David. We got the Harts and the King Clancy's here in the final. Game 1 overtime. Ooh, big blockers. Everyone scores! Alex Barkov, 7th of the playoffs, and the King Clancy's win it in overtime to go up 1-0 in this series. Thanks a lot, Scott. Much appreciated. Wow. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Wow, wow, wow. Alex Barkov just putting this team on his back. Big shot, big rebound. Shesterkin did his best. Great setup there from Matt Dumba, putting it on net. Wow. In keeping with the schedule, so we had Flyers franchise mode today, and shots end 36-28 for the Hart nominees. Flyers franchise mode earlier today, the 2023 playoffs. Tonight, we're doing this live stream right now. Then on Wednesday, we'll have the Shane Wright simulation. And soon after that, we'll have some MLB The Show 22 content. Can't wait to dive into that. A huge Game 1 win for the King Clancy nominees as they are up 1-0 over the Harts. Could they be the surprise winners of this tournament, or will the Harts fight hard in game number 2 to make sure that this series is tied up? 15 points in 15 games for Alex Barkov. Here we go. First period, 1-1 game. Matthew Tkachuk opens up the scoring, but then Brian Rust ties it back up. Second period now, 3-2. Chris Kreider with his 8th of the tournament makes it 2-1. Draisaitl ties it back up 2-2. And Darnell Nurse restores the lead. Shots 25-17 for the King Clancy nominees. 3-3 game as Ovechkin ties it up now. We'll get to that question in a second, my friend. Power play King Clancy's. Barkov, the other Barkov, the Hart nominee Barkov, scores that expires. Then Darnell Nurse, his second of the night, makes it a 4-4 game. Bo Top 50 Horvat makes it a 5-4 game for the Clancy's as they allow 2, then score 2 of their own. They're back to being up by 1 with 6 minutes to go in this one. It's a slim 1-goal lead. The Harts are pushing, but the King Clancy's are hanging on tight with the final minute. And wow, oh wow. A 5-4 win for the King Clancy's to put them up 2-0 in this series. Nurse with 2 goals and an assist. Horvat 1 goal, 1 assist. And Tkachuk 1 goal and 1 assist. I haven't told anybody officially, I don't think, Doggy, in a long time, I don't think. But it's not too hard to deduce the range. Weird question, but I ask people a lot of questions. I love the questions. Keep them coming. Is Shesterkin the #1 goaltender right now, or is Vasilevsky still better? Personally, I can't answer as they're both they both dominate for sure. I think Vasilevsky, I agree with Scott here, yeah. Vasilevsky, Shesterkin still needs to prove that he can be consistently elite. So who had the better season last year? Shesterkin, for sure. But does one good season or one season of you being better than the previous best make you the new best? I don't think quite yet. So I still say it's Vasilevsky. If I donate 10, will you tell us your age? Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Do you want to know the exact age, or can I give you a range? How small of a range can I give you? Here we go. Game 3. But, if you know, you know. Hobbsy knows. If you know, you know. As we're in Game 3, the King Clancy's win both games on the road. They're up 2-0 in this series. The Hart team that won 62 games in regular season. Let's see what they can do now. Next year, you should add a team of the top goal scorers from Maurice Richard Trophy team. Yeah, no, actually, that's good. Because I was thinking just nominees. Yeah, we'll give an 8th. Good. Yeah, that's a great suggestion, Hazmat. Thank you. We'll do that next season. Thank you. All right. I can do that, Doggy. I can do that. I'll give you a 5-year range. First period here, 2-0 King Clancy's. Wow. Anders Lee scores shorthanded. Then Roslovic scores to make it 2-0. Matthews cuts the lead to 1, though. 2-1 Clancy's after 20. What was I going to add? I was going to add something there. Oh, yeah, another reason I don't want to say official, because it's on YouTube, it's locked away, it's here forever. Previously on Twitch, when I would say stuff, the video would be gone after like a week. and you couldn't watch it. But this is here forever. So that's why I don't think I want to lock myself into anything just yet, as I try to keep everything nice and anonymous. Connor McDavid scores to tie this game up at 2. Clancy power play doesn't come to anything, and Ovechkin scores to make it 3-2 Hearts. 4-2 Hearts now for Steven Stamkos scoring, and 5-2 with Kaprizov. So the King Clancys were up 2-1, but then allow 4 unanswered here in the second period. Period ends 5-2. Headed into the third, those 4 unanswered definitely hurt, as the King Clancy nominees are now down by 3, and the Hearts definitely want to get a game win in this series before they go down 3-0, and they definitely don't want to get swept after they have so much riding on, when they have so much riding on this. 5-on-3 power play doesn't come to anything, but they're still up by 3 as 5 minutes left in this one. Shots are very much in favor of the Hearts. 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, and that'll be it. Shots end 42-27 for the Hearts. And the 3 stars in this one, we have Ovechkin a goal and assist. Cal Peterson came in net in relief, and he made 19 saves on 19 shots. And McDavid 1 goal, 1 assist. King Clancy's definitely the underdog, but they're still up 2-1 in the series. 17 points in 17 games for Alex Barkov. And it is a 2-1 series for the King Clancys, as they won both games on the road, but now have lost the first game at home. So the Hearts will want to win both games on the road as well. Game 4, as the Hearts will want to tie it up and make it a best of 3, or can the Clancys go 1 win away from winning it all? First period, 3-1 Hearts. Ovechkin on the power play. Makar on the power play. Hathaway brings them within 1, and Draisaitl restores the 2-goal lead. I do not, David. Thank you, but I do not. 2-goal lead for the Hearts here in the second period. Shots were what, like 19-3? What? Like 19-3? Second period ends 6-2. Matthews scores twice. Nurse scores 1 to stop the bleeding, but then Stamkos scores again. Shots are 29-13 for the Hearts, and they are up by 4, 6-2 after 40. The King Clancys getting smacked around a little bit after they won those first 2 games. The Hearts coming out in full force. Power play for the Hearts killed off. Robertson scores for the King Clancys to bring them within 3. Goudreau restores the 4-goal lead, though. 7-3 Hearts. 5-on-3 power play for the King Clancys. Doesn't come to anything. Yeah, bring in the milk. Absolutely, Hobbsy. A few power plays going back and forth, but no one has scored on any of them. Kadri scores to make it 7-4. 7-5, down by 2, but still 2 minutes. I don't know if it's enough time here. And they cannot get the rally in time. A lot of penalties here on both sides. Yeah, ton of minor penalties there in the second period. In the third period, excuse me. Not so much in the first and second, but the third, a ton of penalties there. Shots end 43-23 for the Hearts, and they win 7-5 the final. Boy, 3-1, 3-1, and 3-1 the periods, but going back, it looks like a tennis score there. 3-1, 3-1, and 1-3. Oh no, I feel for you, Hazmat. A goal and 3 assists from Robertson in a losing effort. 2 goals, 2 assists from Matthews. 1 goal, 2 assists from Stamkos. A huge offensive output of a night for the Hearts. And this series is now tied at 2. So now 17 points in 14 games for Alex Ovechkin, and it's a best of 3. I think it was a bar down video, but it was a season sim. Montreal versus Seattle. Montreal put on 40 odds. No kidding. I've seen that. I've seen that. But to see only 3 shots, a goal on 3 shots, and that's pretty rare. I've seen 40 through 2, but that's also quite rare. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the King Clancys win both on the road. The Hearts win both on the road. And now we head back to New York for the New York Hearts hosting game number 5. It is now a best of 3. That's what this tournament comes down to. A best of 3. Here we go. First period, 2-1 Hearts. Matthews on the power play. The King Clancy's penalty kill has been struggling. And Draisaitl makes it 2-0. Pacioretty brings the King Clancys within 1. Shots 11-9 for the Hearts, and they're up by 1. Second period now. Oh, goodness. 6-1 Hearts. Draisaitl, Stamkos power play, and Barkov. Shots are 28-14 for the Hearts, and they are just putting on a show now. 6 goals through 2 periods. They have now scored, 13 goals in the last 5 periods? 6-1 for the Hearts after 40. King Clancy's down by 5. Up 2-0 in the series, and now they'll be down 3-2 in the series. Kadri scores on the power play, but they're still down by 4. Hart power play, nothing comes from that. Final 10 minutes now, as this one's going to be getting wrapped up now. 7-2, yeah, let's call it. Back-to-back 7-goal games for the Hearts. 14 goals scored. I think something in NHL 22 is the weirdest thing to ever exist. It could happen. It could happen, but I know exactly what you're talking about very well. Shots end 42-21 for the Harts. They are just bombarding the King Clancys right now. Outshot 40-19 and lost 4-1. Yeah, that's a classic, Scott. 2 goals and assists for Draisaitl, 2 goals and assists for Stamkos, goal and assist for Barkov. So just like that, after being down 2-0, the Harts are now up 3-2 in this series. They heard your fraud calls. That's true. They heard the fraud calls. They scored 3. They win 3 games in a row, and they're looking to take it all here in game number 6 in LA. The LA King Clancys hosting game 6. They want to push it to 7, but hey, listen to this. In round 1, the King Clancys, they came back from a 3-1 deficit. Round 2, they come back from a... Doggy, thank you very much, my friend. The $10 donation, I appreciate that very much. Very, very kind of you. Thank you, my friend. The range I'll give you, I'll say it is a 5-year range between... Let me see. America means a lot. What's the range I can give you? I will say... Between 22 and 27. There you go. There's your 5-year range. Is it more in the middle? Is it more on the younger side, the older side? That'll be for all of you to decide. But the King Clancys know how to come back. They came back from 3-1 once. They came back from 3-1 twice. And now they are down 3-2 in the final. They know how to come back. Do not count them out just yet. Game 6 of the final in this tournament. Mason, welcome. Just in time for Game 6 of the finals. Here we go. First period, 3-1 Hearts. McDavid scores early. Connor Murphy, the nominee from the Blackhawks, ties it up. Ovechkin and then Matthews on the power play. A 3-1 game for the Hearts. No, it could be one of those, Jack. It could be. Mes bellets, bienvenue. Stamkos makes it 4-1 now, as it is a 3-goal lead. Hold on, Kadri cuts it to 2, as the King Clancy still have life here in the second period. Halfway through this game, it's 4-2 Hearts, but Kaprizov makes it 5-2. It's a 3-goal lead for the Hearts with 5 minutes left in the second period. Jacob Bellets, welcome to the stream, my friend. And now we head into the third period with the shots 24-16. Down by 3. Can the King Clancys come back and win this game? They are known for the comeback, but down by 3 against the Hearts, it's not going to be easy. Let's go ×4 sim here in the third period. Thanks a lot, Jacob. Appreciate that. Very kind of you, Bello. Thank you very much. Here we go. Oh my goodness, Larson makes it 6-2. I think that might be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. 4-goal lead with 14 minutes to go. The King Clancys win games 1 and 2, but then lose 4 in a row as they choke it, unfortunately. As 10 minutes left, they need 4 goals. I'm not sure if I see it. We'll have to hop in late to see this one. 7 minutes to go. Let's speed up a little bit, I think. 7-2. That'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. The number 2 ranked team who had the best regular season record, the New York Hearts, up 7-2 in game number 6. Is that, did they score 7 goals 3 games in a row or 3 out of 4 games? I forget if it was 3 games in a row of 7 goals or 3 out of 4 games of 7 goals, but they definitely put on a show in the scoring category. They heard the fraudulent calls from data, and they are just 22 seconds away from winning this tournament. Victor Hedman, looking good. Love the NHL community. There's so many nice people. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I do hockey things. I don't know if you're in a Discord server, but if you love the NHL community and talking hockey and all their sports, I think you'd be a wonderful candidate to join our Discord server, where that's all we talk about. And we got over 300 people in there. Not always 300 people talking, obviously. I'd say closer to like 30. But there's 300 people in there who contribute, and it's a great conversation. I'm not answering any of these suggestions. The team of MVP nominees are really the MVPs. Makes sense. If somebody wants to drop the link to the Discord server in the chat, that would be appreciated. It's in the description. If anybody wants to throw it out there. It's too bad that they win on the road. The jerseys don't look great. But 25.8 seconds left, and the Hearts are up by 5. The MVP nominees, who went 62, 17, and 3 in the season. They choked in the Stanley Cup Final, Game 7. Welcome back, Mason. But in the tournament finals, they went down 2-0 early, but then won 4 games in a row. The MVP nominees are the MVPs as they win the 2022 Data 782 NHL Award Nominee Tournament. Congratulations to the New York Hearts, the 2022 Hart Trophy nominees, winning it all. Perfect timing for Discord, absolutely. Stanley Cup champion. Too bad you can't put it in a different trophy. I think you could, actually. At least once you could. I'm not sure if you can right now. Corey Schneider, the only replacement level player. He gets a little ring, why not? It is over. Poor Barkov, he did really well. The other Barkov on the King Clancy team. Helping to carry. A lot of good stories in the King Clancy team. Not all the highest overalls. They did very well. They held their own. Big comeback in games in Series 1 and 2. Handshake line here. Not sure who's... that's Huberto. There he goes. There you go. Jonathan Huberto. McDavid. Morrissey. Who wins the Conn Smythe? I'll be curious as to that. I don't know if people can see it. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. I'll do it myself then. Now we got a minute here. Who gets the Conn Smythe? Probably Ovechkin. There you go, I just posted it. Let's see if it shows up. It should stay in there. Yeah, there you go. Thanks very much, Mason. I appreciate that. Conn Smythe goes to McDavid. I thought it would go to Ovechkin, but he had 20... Okay, makes sense. 21 points in the tournament. Very, very nice. Very kind of you, Mason. Very, very kind. Conn Smythe for the captain, Connor McDavid. Here is the cup now for the New York Hearts to raise. Too bad I didn't put the logo on the away jerseys. I didn't think we'd be jumping in. I forgot about the tournament when I made the teams. Gary calls over Connor. It is my honor to present this award to you, Connor McDavid. Raises the cup over his head with great pride. Who's he handing it off to first? It looks like... Can't quite see. Number 81. Come on. Come on. Number 90-something. Can't quite tell. Hold on, we'll see it now. Stamkos. There you go. Stammer got it. Next up, who's that? McDavid wins the cup with his contract. Ovechkin. Oh, that was Ovechkin. Couldn't even tell. Alex Ovechkin gets another Stanley Cup. Great to see there. Gary. Always a great catchphrase. Always, what is it? It's always, come on up, the honor's yours. That's always the classic. And the goaltender, Igor Shesterkin, who many said should have won the Hart Memorial Trophy, had a great year, MVP of the Rangers, MVP of all the goalies in the NHL, winning the tournament trophy here. Everyone gathering around for a little picture. Did I mention that Schneider was the only replacement level player? I meant the only replacement goalie left, not players. There was Wallet and a few other defensemen here for the Hart nominees that were replacement level. But there's the team. A great tournament. Shots end 36-25 for the Hearts. A very well-deserved trophy. Always love the Gary. Is the juniors start back up already? Oh, there you go. Great gift for you right there. Lovely. New York Hearts win it. I hope to see you in the Discord server, buddy. I do hockey things. Hope to see you there. So let's check out the stats to finish it. The Hearts end 12 to their record as 12-4. The King Clancy's go 10-10, scoring 3.2 but allowing 3.05. Gary, talking French, like real French, or him trying to talk French? Because that was in the draft. Bienvenue. That's it. And then merci beaucoup à la Canadien de Montréal. I have to go look at what he said again. No rush, no rush. But the Hart score 4.63 per game and allow 2.88. Shesterkin definitely put on a better performance in the final and did very well. So there's the record from them. Let's see their point totals, as we'll first get a look at the King Clancy nominees. Let's see right here. There. So 18 points in 20 games for Alex Barkov, 16 in 20 for Pacioretty, and Hedman, Robertson 14, Kreider 8 goals, 12 points. He slowed down a little bit. Rust and O'Reilly also scoring 12. Kadri, Getzlaff, Horvat all with 11. Lee with 10, Nurse with 9, Hathaway 7, Dumba 7, Roslovic 6, Subban 4 points, -5, Murphy 2 points, Morrissey 2 points. The only player who didn't score a goal, I believe, Josh Morrissey. If Japan, that would have been fun, yeah. Goaltending for the King Clancy's, Alex Nedeljkovic went 10, 9, and 1, a .903 save percentage and 3.21 goals against average. Cal Peterson came in relief a couple times, 0-2-0 unfortunately, but a .953 save percentage and 2.06 goals against. Here's the glitch, classic glitch, where it makes 2 people. There you go, that's fun. Going over to the Hart nominee teams now, the MVPs. Who were the MVPs? Draisaitl and McDavid both scored 21 points in 16 games. McDavid gets the Conn Smythe, though. Ovechkin, most goals, 11 goals and 20 points through those 16 games. Stamkos, 17, Matthews, 16. So that's 5 players who were point a game or above. Huberdeau, 1 goal and 13 assists, a great playmaker, 14 points. This Barkov had 13. Goudreau, Makar, both with 12. Kachuk and Miller with 11. This Robertson with 10. Kaprizov with 4 goals, 7 points. Yossi 6, and then the replacement level players with 2, 3 points each. There you go. And Igor Shesterkin, 12, 3, and 1. 1 shutout, 894 save percentage, though. Was he a fraud? The jury is still out. I don't know. And 2.93 goals against average. So the defense played well, but still he allowed his average, 2 goals on 19, 18 shots. He still allowed those. Good old Igor. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The 2022 Data 782 NHL Award Nominee Tournament has come to an end as the Hart nominee teams, the number 2 ranked team wins the tournament. A shock that the Selkes lose in 7 to the number 3 ranked team. The Norris Trophy nominees did very well, but that just about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for taking the time to be here tonight. Not as many people tonight with, an impromptu live stream and not a series that a lot of people knew about too much, but thanks to those who took the time to stop by. Appreciate the donation very much. And thank you for the birthday wishes as well. Keep an eye out for that Shane Wright career simulation coming out on Wednesday. The Slavkovsky simulation that came out a little over a week ago is already the 5th most successful channel in the video in the channel's history. 5th most successful video in the channel's history. Thanks again to I Do Hockey Things. Much appreciated. Yeah, just it was an easy buy for the Selkes there. Hazmat, thank you for being here to enjoy it. Everyone, thank you as well for your involvement in the Flyers series. We put out the 2023 playoffs with the Flyers earlier today at franchise mode. So if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, take a second, check it out. I'm sure that you would enjoy it very much with all of the real world of hockey, the virtual world of hockey, MLB The Show 22 franchise mode coming soon. Kaprizov gets to lift it, absolutely. Mason, thank you for your kind words as well. Everyone, sleep well. Have a great night. I'll see you in the Discord server and here on the channel. The Shane Wright sim coming out on Wednesday, July 20th. I'm very excited for that one. So I'll keep you with that. That'll be the next upload that comes out here. So everyone have a fantastic evening. Enjoy the hopefully sunny weather tomorrow. And we will all talk soon. Good night, doggy. Good night, everybody else. Thank you for being here. Take care and good night.